what am I to do? When they spraying lies, but this is the truth. I ain't gon' post, ain't finna hate on your growth, but they gon' hit my side in the booth.
What's good? What's good? This Mr. Go Get It, man. Coming right at you, man, with one more episode. This second episode. This second episode is for the new year, man. Happy New Year to everyone out there, man. Hope you're having happy holidays. I hope everybody had a great time. I seen on here where there was a good time going on in the 386, man, and that actually really made me feel oh man, it was awesome for me to see what went down Christmas, whole Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Christmas night here in the 386, man. It was a lot of people partying, and what I mean by partying, having a good time with each other. That was real good. So I come on here today, man, with the episode, my second episode. I got time now. We'll talk about the new year. I see on Facebook where people are giving their opinions on the year that's gone and the year that's coming. I see people saying that about the year, saying that, oh, this was the worst year of their life. I seen some people saying this year was a good year. 2025 don't owe them nothing. Which I feel the same way. It's every year to me is a good year. And the reason why, because I feel that every year I did the best I could do in the area I was in. And what I mean by the area I was in, the mind state, my heart, not physically. Because if you looked at my life physically, it'll actually look like I didn't do bad nowhere. It'll have bad things around it that happen. But like as far as me being to the point of where I looked like I had nothing physically, yeah, I was, I looked pretty good. Even me looking back, at my whole life. But I did have something missing. And that was really knowing who you really are, where you're really trying to go, and what you are really trying to do. Now, I'm going to say like this here. When you're on this journey, it don't matter about other people. And what I mean by that is this. If you're not right mentally and spiritually, and what I mean by right, trying to do right, trying to be right, you're always studying and practicing to do better. That's what I mean by right. I don't mean by you're on point. No, we ain't gonna never be on point. Not in the flesh. We ain't gonna never be on point. We get that some of the time. But if you're not right, to where you still questioning and second guessing yourself, then no, you don't really need to be around nobody. Because if you question and second guessing yourself, what happens is that person you go around, you will take their advice, or you will take their opinions, or what they did in their situation for you, and it might not even be that way. So when you coming in the year and you feeling your year is a good one, or one that was challenged, which is just challenges, but some of these challenges some of us haven't been through, and some of these challenges we keep going through. Now, if it's a challenge that you're constantly going through, you got to focus on what's your surroundings now. And if you're saying your surroundings are good, then you got to look at yourself. So when the years come through and we start actually understanding who we are, the years will get better. I see people out here today, man, a lot of entrepreneurs in the 386 right here in Lake City, man. I'm talking about getting it. And their name has been out there. Not always positive now. I'm talking about negative, but that don't stop them. Even the positive is not their drive. They drive actions within themselves. And that's why you keep moving. Because honestly, when you thought of the business and you decided you wanted to go into business, it was you thinking it by yourself. You just have to put the pieces in the puzzles together. That's why I truly believe business people also. I have ran into some people that doing that's in business that don't need to be in business because they have a certain criteria of who they want to deal with and how they want to treat certain people. Me, I'm like this. I'm gonna deal with everybody, but I'm gonna see who actually do supports me. To yeah, I'm gonna have little things that I would throw their way. A person be done spent so much with me on this. Yeah, I may just end up just giving them one or whatever, cutting the price down. These are the things that small businesses do. Okay, you got a large business like these other businesses that can do this and do that. You got to catch up. So when you a person that's in business and you got your picks on who you deal with, I don't think you want to be in business long. Because we not picking friends. Because you can't even pick a friend. Honestly, a friend picks you. That person just pick you out of everybody that hey, I'm gonna help this person. You know what I mean? Even if this person don't acknowledge their help or even act like whatever, however it goes, I'm gonna help this person. Those are the people that pick you. Some people pick you from your grind. They can see, hey man, this cat here grinding. He really out here trying to get it. Let me support. Or it could be your product. Your product could be so good that boom, 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 they jumping on it. That's how business is. But you definitely can't pick them. Because a lot of times the people you picking that you want to do business with don't want to do business with you. I don't want to support you. You know, we are good, and when I say we humans, because I know I know my culture. That's what I'm saying. Well, I know my culture. Blacks. Oh, if we don't want to deal with you, we may find one excuse. You know what I mean? That's legit, or we may just don't need them. We don't like you because of this or that, and that happens. So as a business person, you really can't choose who you deal with. It's best not to do that. You got to deal with everybody. And I know there's some people out there, that say, "Oh, but if you deal with this person, you can't deal with me." Then, hey, man, that's how we'll go. Cause now you sounding like you gonna be here forever, and you ain't gonna never change. Okay, if you expect me to believe that, now I know I got to move on, cause I'm in business, and that's what businesses do. They move on. Sometimes it's changing of the guard. You change different people that's work with you. Well, like we watch the NFL, we watch the NBA and the baseball, and you watch some of your favorite players get traded from team to team. Some of them want to just leave a team. That's business. That's business. It ain't personal. It's business. And once you start mixing business with personal, then you're gonna have problems. Your year gonna be messed up because a lot of times we try to mix things together because we like being around both of them. No, you better just do like it said in Ecclesiastes, and it's a time for everything. You better balance this thing out. Because sometimes you can mix these together and you lose both of them because you're trying to mix something together that don't belong together. It's supposed to be separated because it's for your comfort, it's for your entertainment, and it's for your livelihood. So whatever gonna complicate your livelihood, especially if it's together. Now if it's separate, hey man, I can go this way tomorrow and I hit this one here today. It's got to be a balance. But business is that business it can't be mixed with personal because now it's going to be a problem. So if you're having and if your New Year is good because of in any other situation like your job, it's a lot of things can have you feeling your year was great, and it only happened maybe once in that year, but it was great because that's something you was looking for. That's how you do that. That's how a lot of people stay focused and happy through the year. We understand that it ain't gonna be bad all the time, but we also understand that we're not gonna be looked at in a certain way. I don't want to. I don't like using the words praise when it comes to people because the word that's a real high word to me, praise, but looked at to a point the way people applaud you. You know, I like to say people give you flowers now. You know, so when you get those moments like that, yeah, but you can have those moments every day, man. If you really focus on where you at up here and here, yeah, you can have that every day because see now it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't um care for what nobody else do. It's the point of me being comfortable within myself first. And then once I get comfortable within myself and I start being truly comfortable with who I am, then I can deal with now who's around me because all I'm gonna make sure is me. I'm comfortable. I'm just not gonna get around a person that may pull that comfortability away from me. And what I mean by that, you always talking down, or it's always some about somebody else. It had, what the conversation is it has no growth to it. It's all something that's plucking, it's pruning, it's taking away. You know, that kind of growth. I, you know, no, that I don't want that because that ain't growth to me. Now I'm not saying that people don't outgrow each other, in a whole as friends, like and get apart. Yeah, they do, but they still keep in contact. The feelings is still the same, and I ain't got to talk to you every day. You got those people out there that feel like, oh, if I don't talk to you every day, you mad at me. So it's a lot of ways certain people think that other people don't think, and you have to know these types of people that you are around. If you know for yourself this person wants you to call them or talk to them every day, you got to express to them, hey, I don't call and talk every day now. Now they can take that how they want to. Now if they persist to call you every day, then you deal with that in a certain way. That's how you keep your year all right. Because a lot of times, um, it be some of the stuff that's been brought to us that have no part in, or we really know nothing about, because you might be that person that's kind of to yourself, or you might be that person that's you in a business like me. I'm in a business mind state to where a lot of times when I do speak, I'm actually speaking on how to add either to my business, your business, or collaborate with your business. I'm trying to figure that out. And the reason why I'm trying to figure it out is because that's a safe route for me. And the reason why I say that's a safe route for me because um, I have lived that life the way you don't need everybody in your business. And at one time, I had a lot of people in my business. And what I mean by business, I'm talking about everything from personal to my business, everything. The way some of them knew more about my situation than I did when it came down to my business and my personal. But that was on me. And I knew that. And I blamed none of them. And the reason why I blame none of them because I chose to tell them what I tell them. I chose to show them what I showed them. Chose that on my own. That's why I'm like I am today. I speak to those people I feel like I can speak to, especially if it's something about my personal with, man. I mostly talk to my immediate family and God. I don't talk to friends about situations I go through or what I'm going through. Even if I'm hurting financially, I ain't finna say nothing because I know I'm finna come up out of this. By any means necessary. I'm coming up out of it because I know who I am, and that's how you have to focus if you want your year to go good. If if you're looking for good and challenges, I look for good and I look for challenges. I've never backed down from a challenge. I always, and what I mean by a challenge, things that I wanted to do that I felt to myself I couldn't do. And honestly, all of it I have done. You know, all the stuff that I felt I couldn't do, I actually done it now. You know, because I didn't have a real long list. And a lot of stuff I didn't want to do, I done did. A lot of places I done been, I didn't want to go, but I done been. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, what you want to do next? Don't matter. One thing I want to do is wake up. When I wake up, we'll figure that out then. And when I say we, I'm talking to God. Because I already know He knows. A lot of time, our years don't go good because of what we chose to put in our life during that year. Whether it be physical, mental, or spiritual. When you put something in your life, it don't leave as fast as you put it in there. Nah, it stay a while. You have to pluck that thing out, man. Sometimes you have to wait for it to fall out on its own. And that's one thing about it is we might well look for all that to happen. You know? Now, if you're looking for physical things in the year, yeah, you're going to be disappointed a lot. If you're looking for some physical stuff. Yeah, because and the reason why I say I disappointed a lot, because you can get it, but then somebody come take it from you, you lose it. It ain't really hard to see how your life could be if you just focus on yourself. Yeah, if you look at the man in the mirror, we just focus on ourselves. And I say this because I be talking about me, because I truly have done it. I've been looking at me at a lot of stuff I do. Like, okay, you ain't got to do that. To where I'm just serious all the time almost, because I'm really trying to straighten myself up. I'm trying to get myself together to understand that everybody don't think the same. Everybody wasn't raised the same, and everybody not gonna do the same. When you expect those people to do the same thing, you already looking for a sense of a challenge now. I ain't gonna say failure. No, it's a challenge now. Because in your mind, you expect them to change. Something they've been doing all their life. So now you have to look at yourself. What about something you've been doing all your life? Will you change it? Because when you ask for somebody to give or to take away, you got to already have something. That's the humanic way. And if you don't have nothing, then I don't know. But you can't expect somebody to think the way you think if they wasn't raised the way you was raised. And they didn't come from the same people you came from. We fall out with people as friends because we expect them to change something they've been doing all their life. Now, I'm not talking about lying on you and taking nothing from you and none of that. I'm talking about, it's just something they've been doing. It ain't something to weigh, it's a mental thing, it's physical. They could be going to, let's say, the football game every Sunday or whatever. but you expect them not to do that no more. You know, it's a balance to all of it. So if you can balance out yourself, you can balance with other people. And everybody just has to accept your balance. Now, if y'all got it, if you got it to the point where y'all don't never meet, or y'all don't never get a chance to really see each other, but y'all just on the phone or talk or whatever it is, friendship, association, whatever it is, then you have to deal with it that way because both y'all busy. That's just the way it is. But when you're rolling, you got to be, you got to expect to be able to give the same thing you're trying to get in any type of relationship, really. That's how both people survive in the relationship. Because one is not giving too much. I mean, one is not giving so much that they can't move or they can't function. Everything is all about you. Blah 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 blah. No, that's not gonna work. It's got to be a give, take, give, or take. You know, and it's got to come from both ways. You know, we know this. We know this just from living. You can't survive without water and bread. You got to put something in the body. Because you want the body to work, but you don't want to feed it. Same scenario, if you look at it. And these are the things we have to think about when we're coming up in the new year. Who we want to be around. Do we know ourselves good enough to even be associated with other people? Because a lot of times it don't be the people. A lot of times it be us. A lot of times it be us. It don't even be the person that we trying to say it is. So we have to evaluate ourselves. And when we get to the point where we truly evaluate ourselves, I guarantee you a whole lot of things will change in your life, and your years will be better, or your years won't be as challenged. Because every year gonna be challenged. You're gonna be challenged. This is life. Life gonna come with oppositions. Life gonna come with things that's gonna happen. Life comes with what we call disappointment. Life come with that. We gotta stop acting like it don't. We just gotta be ready for it when it comes. And the only way you could be ready for it, you got to work on yourself individually first. Because if you really expecting somebody to make your year and your life better, then how can you believe in God? If you expecting somebody, another human, to make your life either better or whatever, come on. It's in you already. Get yourself together and he'll send those pieces that's needed to keep that circle right. Like I said, I don't have a big circle. My circle's solid. That means the people in my circle, we make sure each other all right first before we even deal. Because individually, we're going to be right. And that's the first thing we tell each other. Get yourself right individually first now. Because as long as you solid by yourself, well, when you link up with some other solid people, everything stays solid. And that's speaking the real. Yeah. So as we come in this new year, man, let's enjoy it. But first, figure out who you is and go from there. Now, if you're a material person, I don't know what to tell you. Well, now I do know what to tell you. Move more to the spirit. Try to get some type of understanding with God. If you a physical person, the reason why I can tell you that because I was physical. Everything had to deal with what you had, what you got, what you're doing, how much you got. I was there. And I looked at myself, I was like, Greg, I ain't even know I was like that. I just wasn't loud with it. What I mean by loud, I wasn't verbally vocal with it. In my mind, it was always get. That's actually how I got the GGI, to go get it. You always what about getting. And I was like, oh man, what I done got all this stuff here. And I ain't got no freedom. Something wrong with that picture. You got all this stuff and money and no freedom. So I changed up. It don't happen overnight. It don't happen. Don't nothing happen overnight. And if you see when it says patience is a virtue, if you're a person that want everything to happen right then and right there, man, you're gonna be disappointed a lot, man, because it's not gonna happen like that. Even the stuff you think happened right then was still formulating somewhere else. It just happened right then when you seen it. Only thing happened right then is accidents. Yeah, everything else that comes out good, man, it's got to be refined. It's got to be dealt with. It's got to be handled. And what I mean by handled, there's got to be some digging, some tilling. It's got to be some planting. Then you got the water. Then you got to wait on this thing to see if it's gonna grow. This is what you're dealing with when you're dealing with life. So yeah, if your year is a challenging one, it's because you might need to go back out there and till the ground a little bit more because you still got some weeds growing around what you're trying to plant and it's suffocating it out. Same way where you got people. People can suffocate you out, man. Yeah. This ain't nothing I heard. This is a life I live. Speaking the real. That's how it is. Yeah. This thing bigger than Nino, like I tell my kids. Yeah. So when we focus on these years, man, we talking about what's going wrong in our lives. Let's look at who we got around us. Don't mean you gotta hate everybody, you gotta dislike everybody. What it means is look at yourself, and then you allow the spirit of God to move the people around you who need to be around you, who don't need to be around you. No, that don't mean people not gonna talk about you. They still gonna talk about you whether they're around you or not. I'm talking about as far as you prospering through what you got going on spiritually and mentally first and then physically. Because the people that want to see you win want to make sure you spiritually ready, man. Because they know anything and everything you embark on is gonna be a challenge. I don't care if you're trying to drive trucks. That's gonna be a challenge. It ain't just the music industry and the doctors and the lawyers. It ain't those people. It's those people that's really that everybody really, because everybody got their own thing and what they growing at. Everybody got their own thing on what they doing. So we move. How we move on what we move on. Like just like everything I do, I love everything I do. So I put forth with everything I know towards what I do. As far as money, my physical time, I practice on things, a lot of things, yeah. Because I want what I got going on to go forward because this is what makes me comfortable and this is what keep my years good. Do I have any challenges? Yeah. I be having some big challenges. And they come bigger every year. But though that to me is a blessing. The reason why it's a blessing to me that it comes bigger every year, because that means I'm getting stronger every year. To where the adversary within my mind knows I gotta get stronger. I gotta get stronger. In every aspect. Not just one, in every aspect. That's where it goes. You gotta get strong in every aspect of your life. First of all, get strong mentally, spiritually. And the reason why I say mentally, because when you're a child, a lot of times you already connected with the spirit, but you don't understand it the way you're supposed to understand it. So mentally, as a child, let's say you don't get crossed up too bad, like to where you can't get crossed up. When they give you the word, which is the Bible that was translated, they give you that and they teach you about God. They already trying to get you in a spiritual state, but mentally you got to catch up to that. Then once you catch up to it mentally, that's why you hear me say mentally, then spiritually, because you're coming up like a child. Catch on to what's really happening mentally. So now your mental want to grab a hold to the spirit because it knows it's something out there stronger and that holds it together longer to eternity or to death. It's that spirit. So you connect with your mental and then you grab the hold to the spirit and you move forward. But if your year wasn't good, check yourself. Check you first, then look at your surroundings. Because nobody can talk about your life or what's going on with you or around you or in your house or whatever unless you done either let them in your house or you done spoke about your house. If your year just was bad, then look at yourself. Look at who you're around. And also look at how you teaching. If you're an adult, look at how you teaching. What are you teaching? Look, what I mean by teaching, how you living around people, your children or whatever. You got children in the house with you. What are you doing around them? All these are things that we need to look at coming up in our year. That it's don't look at it as bad. It's just challenges. And a big shout out to all those people in the 386 that's running their business, man. Big shout out to the 386 Jasper, 386 Live Oak, 386 Daytona, man. Big shout out. I just want to talk about that a little bit about the year, bringing in the year, and what need to be done, to help you see that it's the year is yours. If God wake you up on New Year's, that year is yours. It's nobody else's. So you gotta focus on you. And as you focus on you, God will show you. He'll send those people that's gonna help. I don't know where they're gonna come from because I didn't know where the people that helped me were coming from. I know they came though, and they still here right another day, and I thank God for them. They keep me moving. I appreciate them. And they know who they are. I don't want to call no names because I'm gonna miss some people. I'm gonna miss some people, and they know who they are. But when it comes down to your years, it's gonna be always challenging. Every year is a challenge. But the only way I can see it being a bad year is you made some decisions in the challenge that you know for yourself they was your decision. So now it was a bad year. I understand people pass, people die, because I have a lot of people dying in my family. Best friend just passed. I understand that. But we also got to understand too that if it's nothing you can grasp from them to make you want to live a little better, then you got to evaluate yourself. Because everybody that passed in my life, I grabbed something from them that made me want to do better, or something that they always told me to go and do, or something that they told me, yeah, man, make sure this happens. And that's how I move. I don't sit around and have a pity party, and I don't sit around and do a lot of crying and sorrowing. Yeah, I have moments where I feel like, oh man, I wish dog was here. I wish my dad was here, whatever, I have those moments, but it don't be a moment to where it puts me into a point to where I just don't want to do nothing now. I don't, no. I think I was there one time. And that was 2 days after Christmas 1994. I ain't been there since. Because I understand now. You take what you got in the time and you roll with that. So your year is going to be challenging. But it's not going to be a year the way I'm going to say it was just a bad year. And if it was a bad year, I guarantee you I can tell you every which way I made a bad choice. Yeah, I got time now. Let's go get it, man. Speaking the real, GGI, man. Peace.
What am I to do when they spraying lies, but this is the truth? I ain't gon' post, ain't finna hate on your growth, but they gon' hear my side in the booth. Somebody lied to me too, but Beezy gon' peep. People divide and they conquer, and knuckles allow it, cause they are not solid, they weak.